I'd do it.
Yes.
Well, Mitt Romney is out of the race for the White House. The former Massachusetts governor says he's decided against running in 2016.
I believe that one of our next generation of Republican leaders, one who may not be as well known as I am today, one who has not yet taken their message across the country, one who's just getting started, may well emerge as being better able to defeat the Democrat nominee.
So what does that big announcement mean for Republicans who are still in the race, still in the mix? Here to weigh in is the former Ohio campaign spokesperson for Romney 2012, Christopher Maloney. Good morning, Chris. How are you?
Good morning, Clayton. How are you doing?
It's Peter. Hi.
I'm Peter.
Where is Mitt Romney's, where is his supporters going to go now?
Well, ultimately, I think what we saw yesterday was the reflective nature of a proven candidate and somebody who looked towards the future of the Republican Party and understood that it was his time to pass the baton on to new leadership. It was certainly no surprise to former staffers who understood his thought process and how he was methodically going through this. We weren't quite sure of what the result would be, but it kind of leads to an opening in the Republican field for an establishment alternative, if you will, to Governor Bush, who's moved in a very steady fashion over the course of the past several weeks to lock down support of major donors as well as establishment political consultants.
I'm sort of on the other side of this. I kind of disagree with Mitt Romney on this. We were talking about it earlier on the show, but Republicans like to elect people who've lost elections before. There's a long track record of that. Richard Nixon losing a number of times, Ronald Reagan losing a number of times. And you kind of build up that, I don't know, that face value, that momentum. You learn what you did wrong. You learn from your mistakes. I don't know. Going to this young, fresh face, I disagree with Mitt on this one.
That's certainly your right to do so. I think Governor Romney, again, looked inside both of his heart and his head, and he understood that this was something while in the pit of his stomach, when you receive 61 million votes, you raise more than $1 billion. You're forthright and contemplative about the future, and you're proven correct in world affairs and the failures of the present administration. He knew in the pit of his stomach and in his heart that he probably could run again and have a very good opportunity to be the nominee. But also this was going to be a more daunting challenge than what he experienced in 2012. It was a different shakeup, a different makeup of the field, and ultimately he decided to forego that for what was in the best interest of his family and I think the future of the Republican Party, and he should be commended for that.
Yeah, Governor Romney had dinner with Chris Christie last night, and some in the Republican Party and some Romney supporters blamed Chris Christie in part for Governor Romney's loss last time. That being said, was the governor's statement this week a slam on Jeb Bush?
Oh, I don't think so. I think, Governor Romney has certainly had positive statements to make in the past about Governor Bush. He said the same about Governor Christie. A lot of the polling right now shows the fluid nature of this race. Governor Romney's going to take some time to meet with a number of the presidential contenders moving forward and offer his skillful advice and worthwhile experience. And it'll be an invaluable asset to not only the candidates as they navigate the tough political terrain during the year ahead, but also our eventual nominee when they're taking on what will appear to be Hillary Clinton in 2016.
Yeah. Christopher Maloney, inside perspective there, former campaign spokesperson for Romney. We appreciate you joining us this morning.
Thanks, Peter. Thanks, Clayton.
Good morning.
Appreciate it.